Hello and welcome back to UMass Sports Weekly and our coverage of the field hockey team. But before we get into the analysis of the team, here's a package from our own Marc Jean-Louis, who was at the game against California.
California Golden Bears traveling east to UMass on Friday. From early on, a sense of urgency was with the two teams as Monica Morazzo levels Ann Dykstra early in the first half. The first chance of the day for UMass comes via a penalty corner. Haley Cochran passes inside and the shot by Brooke Sabia gets sent away by the Cal goalkeeper. The first try by California gets sent in by Paula Siped, and UMass goalie Sam Carlino sends it back out. Cal's second try also gets rejected. Third try is a charm though. Lara Kugel's fourth goal of the season gives the Golden Bears a 1-0 edge at halftime. In the second half, UMass comes out with a vengeance. Sarah Hawkshaw takes possession of the ball and runs towards the goal. She shoots and BAM! She scores. It's her first career goal, which knots up the game at 1. California decides to disturb the UMass party 2 minutes later. A goal by Andrea Earle puts the Golden Bears back ahead. But that would be it the rest of the way. 3 more saves by California's Courtney Hendrickson sealed a 2-1 win for the Golden Bears.
Now that sure was a tough loss for the Minutewomen, who lost the game 2-1, as you saw by that package. Thank you, Mark, for that. And now I'm here with Tommy Calautti, one of our newest members of UMass Sports Weekly, and we're going to be talking about the game. So, Tommy, what were your takeaways from that 2-1 loss at Garber Field?
Well, my biggest takeaway is that the Minutemen actually played a very good game. They outshot Cal 11-7, and I believe they dominated the whole first half. You saw it in the clip. Just that first scrum in front of the net, UMass was all over Cal. Courtney Hendrickson, the goalie for Cal, played absolutely out of her mind. It was just one of those days. A good goalie can beat any team, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good game, and we saw a goal, which was good to see because scoring has been a tough thing to do for the Minutewomen this year. Very tough on scoring. We got a bunch of young players, and they're trying to pick off from where they left off last year, where they had a very successful season. So far, the scoring's been low, and do you think this is a concern for the Minutewomen?
You know, I think this is something we should be a little concerned about because, quoting the coach, she actually said we just can't get into the circle, which means they can't get into scoring areas. I mean, they have a player in Brooke Sabia that knows how to put the ball in the net. She has 3 goals already. And like I've been saying before, they keep getting shot after shot after shot. If I could make a hockey analogy for all you Bruins fans out there, the playoffs against Montreal, 7 games, Bruins outplayed Montreal in most of the games. No puck luck whatsoever, no ball luck for UMass. So I think that's something that we should be a little concerned about, but after a while, I feel that, you know, like you said, this is a young team. I feel they can work through this and actually have the potential to be very, very good.
Well, this was a game where we could take something positive. We saw freshman Sarah Hawkshaw scored her first career goal as a Minutewoman, which was great to see because we love to see the youth starting to succeed as they begin their careers here at UMass Amherst. So that was good to see. But then on Sunday, the Minutewomen had participated in the Kennedy Cup final, and they won on Sunday in their performance. Tell us a little bit about their win on Sunday.
So in the Kennedy Cup, UMass beat their arch rival, UMass Lowell. Another goal from Sarah Hawkshaw, which is great to see. She's really heating up. Brooke Sabia, who I brought up before, had 3 points. And then we had Lauren Ali Mohammed, who put up another goal. UMass really dominated the game. The score, although it was only 3-1, did not really dictate the play of the game. UMass outshot them 20-9, and they had 15-3 in the corner area. So, I mean, what you should take away from that game, this is a good team. This team knows how to work their offense, and this team can lock down on defense. And that's something I think we should be aware of. But a good win for UMass, and I think this is a team that the school can be proud of for the rest of the season.
Well, that's great to hear, Tommy. It's great to hear that they're definitely improving because scoring was a tough thing to do at the beginning of the year, and to beat their rival in UMass Lowell 3-1, that's always great to hear. And Sarah Hawkshaw, maybe she's a rising star, and she's showing a lot of promise this past weekend, so that's great to hear. Is there any other player that we could really look for to lead the Minutewomen team going forward?
From what I've seen so far, I would say that Brooke Sabia would be their leader. She is an absolute monster on the field. I mean, she can really hit the ball. I mean, you know, she's got a lot of power in her stroke. She runs up the field really well, and I think that she's a player that the younger players can look up to and a player that can really make some noise around the league. I also just want to make a last point that this team is absolutely phenomenal on defense. I mean, you see the very few shots that other teams are getting. It's great what they're doing, and the lockdown that they have really put on other teams is really something to marvel at.
That's a good thing. Defense is just as big as offense, especially in field hockey. And any strength that we could ride on when you're not scoring goals is a positive. So thank you, Tommy, for your analysis. And we'll be back in just a moment with a little bit of analysis on UMass women's soccer. But first, our own Marc Jean-Louis had a package from UMass cross-country event this weekend. We'll be right back.
The men's cross-country team opened the 2014 season at home in their annual invitational meet, racing against teams from Amherst College, Boston College, Maine, Sacred Heart, and Vermont. The Minutemen placed fourth with 67 points. Coach Ken O'Brien wanted his runners to stay conservative in their first meet and to run in small packs to help ease his younger runners' comfort levels.
We kind of came up with a strategy of coupling up with groups of 3 and 4 with people they felt comfortable that they could run with a conservative approach and move on in the middle. And I think we did that. I think the overall net result was pretty effective. The way the guys ran, I thought was very positive and encouraging. Yeah, they're a young group, and I think we've got a ways to go.
Benjamin Thomas had a day to remember on Saturday. The junior captain finished third out of the 89 runners in the 6K race with a time of 19 minutes and 11.1 seconds. Moving forward, he looks to reaching higher levels with his fellow runners.
Our goal at the beginning of the race was to try to pack run to the best we could, run together as a team and help each other. It was a very fast start. Corey Thomas and I and Blake Croto all led the front for UMass. I think we did a great job. I've learned a lot, and I have a lot to learn and grow from as a leader. And the freshmen and a lot of the young guys are adjusting great. A lot of good guys are doing well. We run as a team, pack run, and surprise the world and see what we can do.
UMass will have until September 26th to catch their breath when they head off to Boston for the coast-to-coast battle in Beantown. Marc Jean-Louis, Daily Collegian, University of Massachusetts.